Zinedine Zidane, Didier Deschamps. Didier Deschamps, Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane, Didier Deschamps. Why are we starting the video today with these two men? Well, we will speak about that, of course. We'll speak about Antonio Conte, Beppe Marotta. We'll speak about a lot of names in today's video. Put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel. And now we start. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today World Cup is back with Argentina versus Croatia. Curious to see who you believe will go to the final, but this is a topic that we'll speak at the very end of the video because there is a lot of Juve material that we have to go through. So why Zinedine Zidane and Didier Deschamps? Why both of them in black and white? Why was that the picture I decided to choose today? Well, because 2 days ago actually, and I didn't see it, well, apparently Didier Deschamps, the national France coach, he will remain until 2024, until at least Euro 2024 in the national team of France. Well, this is changing everything, but really totally everything, because we knew that Zinedine Zidane was waiting for Didier Deschamps to move so that he could start finally what he's really dreaming of since so many years, well, being the head coach of the national team of France. He will have to wait apparently, because if it's true what we are reading in the rumors, there was a kind of clause that if Didier Deschamps was reaching the semi-final in the World Cup of Qatar 2020 with the national team of France, he could have actually the freedom to choose if he wanted to continue or not. Well, ActuFoot, Didier Deschamps va rester sélectionnateur jusqu'à Euro 2024 au minimum. He will stay there apparently. So a lot of rumors, of course, but then from Spain, where we know that Zinedine Zidane, he lived a big part of his life, there are some big rumors because they are saying that Zidane, they are thinking that now that the French national bench is more and more far away, well, he could become actually really interested by the project of Juventus for next season, becoming the new head coach of Juventus in that new project 23-24, the one with a total new board of directors, with probably a new sporting director, with Zinedine Zidane there at the head. Apparently, Didier Deschamps is actually changing the destiny of Zinedine Zidane and is actually making sure that Zinedine Zidane is approaching the black and white colors. Guys, we are here in December speaking about things that will happen in the future. We don't know. We still have to understand what about Massimiliano Allegri, that before everything changed in the board of directors, the management, I told you, I believe it will be the last one. If he wins, he leaves as a hero. If he loses, probably he would be dismissed. That's what I was believing, my own intuition. Well, let's see what will happen with Max Allegri that received the trust of John Elkann at least until the end of the year. Really curious. Today we are speaking about rumors, but what a rumor, especially if we know that the names of Alessandro Del Piero, David Trezeguet, and all these other names are linked to Juve day in, day out. Well, attenzione, because that picture that you are seeing now with Zinedine Zidane touching the head of Alessandro Del Piero, next to them we have a hug of David Trezeguet, could become reality. Well, or that's reality, or Massimiliano Allegri, or there are other realities, of course. We have a few free coaches after that World Cup. We are speaking about Luis Enrique, Zinedine Zidane that we already spoke about, Tuchel, Pochettino, they were already free and they were not chosen at the end to change Massimiliano Allegri by Andrea Agnelli, Pavel Nedved, and the board of directors at the past, Bielsa, El Loco Bielsa, Gallardo, Roberto Martinez, and Joachim Löw. These are the trainers that are free, but there's another one that could potentially be free. It's Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte, he's waiting, because apparently this week and next week they will start speaking with Tottenham for the renewal of his contract. We know that it's ending at the end of this year, at the end of the season, to be really more precise. Well, Antonio Conte is saying, wait, attenzione, first you show me what you will buy me in the winter, and then we will think about the renewal. It's not easy to negotiate with Antonio Conte, especially if he knows that the bench of Juventus with Allegri that is still not 100% confirmed for the 2024 and 2025. We don't know. So Antonio Conte, renewing or not, we have Zidane, we have Antonio Conte, we have a lot of options, Luis Enrique, but it's not only on the bench that things can change. We also can change in our sporting part of the management. We said it already, board of directors will be made of lawyers, finance people, and all these kind of really technical people. not really known in the football world, and then from that moment on the 18th of January, we'll start to think about the sporting side. We already mentioned all the names that can be interested in integrating that team. Well, there is the name of Beppe Marotta, more and more and more. Apparently, the important people from Juventus, we are speaking about John Elkann and entourage, already contacted Beppe Marotta that is tired at Inter because every time it's really difficult to work, blah blah blah. He's thinking about coming back, but it's not sure because there is something that is actually blocking it. Well, in the past he was also in the board of Juventus. Well, if he comes back to Juve, the board will already be completed. We know it. It's in January. Impossible for Beppe Marotta to leave Inter in the meanwhile of the season to join Juve. So, will he come back or not? We don't know. It's still open there, but there are a lot of other names, like Gazzetta dello Sport is actually saying. And attention, because I will be angry in a few seconds. So remain on the channel. Again, put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel, and then Juve un'altra scossa. Another earthquake already planned by La Gazzetta dello Sport for Juve. One day it's an earthquake, the other day it's another earthquake. Well, this time they're not speaking about the coach, they're speaking about the sporting side, because they are saying that Cherubini is at risk. Not sure that he will remain next season as well. Cherubini could leave. Who are in pole position to replace him? They are speaking about Giuntoli from Napoli, we know it, but also Rossi that is now the sporting director of Sassuolo. We are not speaking about Carnevali, we're speaking about Rossi, the guy that is under Carnevali. Well, attenzione, because Rossi already worked with Beppe Marotta in the past at Juventus before going back to Sassuolo. He could be an interesting one. So, Rossi or can be someone that can work under Marotta. Giuntoli, of course, without Marotta, because he's a higher figure, the one from Napoli. There are a lot of names. Also, Manna, promoted, internal promotion, because he's doing a great job with the next gen project. It's someone that is already working with Juve since a few years. It's another cheaper solution. Let's see what will happen there. But there is something that is making me really angry, but really angry, because they are again using strange words. Earthquake, another earthquake. Well, and then you saw already that they are speaking about Cristiano Ronaldo and Agnelli. If we're going to Gazzetta dello Sport, we see Ibrahimovic in big, we see Modric, we see Messi. And then, again, on the right side, bottom, Juve in red, and then the card of Cristiano Ronaldo, the paper of Cristiano Ronaldo, looks like is again a paper for his salary that he could choose however he wanted, how much he wanted to have. They are again speaking about that salary that we didn't pay to Cristiano Ronaldo. They are speaking about really strange things about Cristiano Ronaldo again with Juve. The paper of Cristiano Ronaldo, and then a full article of a full page again showing new leaked phone calls. Well, guys, these phone calls, they are already there since really long time. They are putting them again on the papers, and it's something that is starting to really annoy me. Not because a journalist has to do their work, because yes, a journalist has to report when there are news, but how they are treating the news. Every time that there is something negative about Juventus, they are putting it on the front page. You remember the logo of Juve that was broken. Every time that there is something negative about Juventus, leaked interception, they are putting it on the front pages. Then, when there is something great for Juventus, or something that you say, it's interesting for Juventus, it's defending Juventus, it's a bit more pro-Juventus, you don't hear about it, you don't see it, you can't read it, that it's on the front page or on page 22 or 23, no news about it. We know it, 2 days ago, there was already an article that came out on Tuttosport with positive developments for Juventus as investigation judge reject prosecutor's request. Really important one, reported by OneFootball. Positive news. Well, the people that are writing for Gazzetta dello Sport, they were spoken about it. They were actually asked about it. Why are these news not on Gazzetta dello Sport when it's pro-Juventus? The answer was yes, but these requests that were rejected are not new. It's already something from October. Valid answer. Why putting again things that already happened? Well, the other question that we are still waiting for is, how is it possible that the leaked conversation that we all heard for 7 consecutive days on big pages, Gazzetta dello Sport, Corriere dello Sport, but also other ones, Calcio e Finanza, Sport Mediaset, well, these leaked conversations, they are coming from November, not November last month, November 2021, 1 year ago. We already knew about them. Hey, big questions, not a fair way of speaking about it, always putting the negative part in front pages to manipulate the mass. Guys, again, I'm pissed off. I am pissed off. I would love to speak about it in a big live with you, actually to share my opinion, but the difference with 2006 is the social networks were not widespread and people, Juventini, were not able to have a word. Well, we are changing things. We are really changing things because a lot of people that love Juventus are actually informing themselves. This is why I read Gazzetta dello Sport, Corriere dello Sport, Tutto Sport, but also the other ones. I try to inform myself so that I can answer, and this is what the mass of Juventini are doing now in 2022. They are reading, they are defending themselves, they are pointing finger. Why? Why always the negative things? Why never the positive things? Anyway, Corriere dello Sport, also them manipulating with a big title. Pogba non corre ancora. Pogba is still not running. These are the big black words used on Corriere dello Sport, where a lot of Juventini, they stop at that title and they say, hey, we flopped. Why Pogba? We will never see him again. We have to sell him. We have to get rid of Pogba. Pogba, total flop, total disaster. Well, at the moment, yes, it is a flop, of course, because he's injured. But the problem is that we are never reading the next things. And what are they saying in the article? Actually, we have no worry because it's according to plan. He went to Miami and he's actually doing everything that he has to do. He's working really hard. He has the will to come back. He wants to be as fast as possible, of course, being really cautious, no problems, and actually Juventus is not worried. Will we have him versus Cremonese on the 4th on the bench? We don't know. Maybe not. Is he running at the moment? No, he's not, but this is something that we already knew. We said it from the moment that he will be back in Torino. He will take his time, 1 week, 2 week training individually, and then he will join the group. At the moment, I see no way of being really worried. Well, big titles, negative things again. Hey, basta. No, no basta, because all these things, they are leading to something. I don't know if you're still there or not, but they are leading to something. Juventus Women, 5 years, 5 consecutive Scudetto, 6th year now. Well, due to that mass manipulation, due to the fact that the men are not playing at the moment, well, more and more ultras are going to the women games, not to encourage their own team, Inter or Roma, well, to actually speak bad and scream and sing against Juventus. And this is something disgusting. Yesterday, Cecilia Salvai was on the Twitch channel of Juventus. Actually, it's written there in Tutto Sport. Really beautiful, because Tutto Sport is watching when Juventus is live on Twitch. Fantastic, we love that. Well, Cecilia Salvat said, yes, we hear all these kind of things, and actually it's ultra boosting us because we want to show who we are, but it hurts, it really hurts to hear these chants against Juventus Women. We have nothing to see with it. Really disgusting things. After Tornerete in B, you will go back in B. We heard really disgusting things that I don't want to repeat here on the channel. Let's speak now about Juventus, the field, the great things. I am sorry, it's a long video, but I was pissed off. Well, Chiesa is ultra power, we know it, and he will be there as a starter versus Arsenal. We can't be more happy. I can't wait for Saturday. We continue with the other news, because Tutto Sport, that we didn't open yet, they are speaking about Mercato. Juve intrigue of the capital, Roma. Why? Because we see Sergei Milinkovic-Savic and Karsdorp on the papers. What a lot of deals possible with Juve, Torino and Roma. Why? Because we are thinking to give Pellegrini to Lazio, sorry. Actually, a kind of already price reducing for Sergei Milinkovic-Savic for next season would be great. Sarri is okay, everyone is okay. The problem is, of course, that Lazio is not 100% sure, because the salary of Pellegrini, 3 million per year, only 2 players at Lazio are earning more than 3 million euros. So that could be a problem if Pellegrini is not reducing his salary. So we'll have to see. We have Smalling at the end of the year. It's not sure to renew with Roma. Could go to Juve or to Inter. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic really wants to go to Juve. Will it be possible or not, depending on Lotito? And then we have Karsdorp that will be back in Trigoria with Roma, but Mourinho, he doesn't want him. He absolutely doesn't want him. At the moment, there are no alternative for Karsdorp, and this is what OneFootball is also reporting, that not only there is Juve on the player, but it's also a Premier League, and we know it from the moment that there are Premier League clubs involved. they can pay cash. They can pay cash. Who is that club? It's Fulham, my friends. Fulham on the player as well. What about Vlahovic? Well, Vlahovic, we already saw him. He's already in Torino. This morning he did the test at the J Medical. He went out with a facial expression that I don't know, but he's still suffering from growing pains. I'm not sure if he will travel in London with the team. That was the first objective that we spoke in the video of yesterday. Well, today, World Cup, Messi versus Modric, Argentina versus Croatia. Let's see if Croatia will be able for a second year in a row to go into the final, or Messi maybe going closer and closer to his dream, winning the World Cup with l'Albiceleste. This is what it is. I hope you enjoyed. A lot of news. I told you a lot. Angry about the media. What about the coach, sporting director, Zidane, Conte, Marotta? Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Attenzione! Notification ring on, because everything can change every single day, every single hour of the day. Grazie, forza, Juve.